Hello, I'm Paul.
I'm Jason.
And together we are
Those Vegan Guys.
But we're sure you already know that. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening to the 30 of you. Already, they're ready before we were.
How fabulous.
Is
that about right, camera? Do you think?
Yeah. Maybe just a tiny adjustment.
And then
Are we a bit more central?
more central.
So how is everyone this fine evening? Thank you for joining us. You're going to turn it back, aren't you?
No,
Oh.
just might bring it down a little bit because we don't need the picture there, do we?
Should I do this? Should I do that?
Put the lights on. Yeah, it's nice for people to see them.
Oh, you know what I was doing
You
there?
can see them.
I was looking at the YouTube waiting for the lights to come on and they weren't coming on, but I forgot there's a little bit
There's
of
a
a
time
delay.
lapse, honey.
So yeah, how are we all doing this evening? Are we good? Hello Charlotte, Susie, Lindsay, Jill, Janet, Abigail, Imran.
Hey, you guys!
I'm going to scroll back up because I know we missed a few people. Abigail, Michael, Absailing, Sibyl, Leons. Early to the party, I think you were the first here. Thank you for joining us, everyone. JJ. Ashleen.
Yeah.
Did I say Aisling?
Yes.
I do apologise. It's been a very, very long day.
Cheers, everybody. We're having a glass of wine. It is a party, after all. Pandemic party. We can do it in our own homes, over video. We don't have to touch or even see each other in real life. Hello. So, as we alluded to in the thumbnail and such, we're going to be trying this tonight. It's the first time either of us will have tried it. We're all set up to make this a fair taste test, so we're going to try it cold, like we would with all cheese.
Of course.
We've got a slice of cold toast here.
I did that.
And a little mini blowtorch.
Oh, it's getting hot in here.
I'm gonna make some toast. I am melting the cheese on this piece of toast.
Hello, Jupiter. Hello, Nikki. Hello, Leanne. Adventures of Kate, Kelly, Linda. I think I've pretty much got everyone there, near enough. Yes. So all that's going to happen imminently. Imminently. And I suppose the big question when it comes to the taste test is, does it stand up to the applewood? Does it surpass the applewood?
It's going to be a very different kind of cheese, isn't it? Because it's meant to...
It's a mature.
Yeah, and that's a smoked and, you know...
Yeah.
So, you know what? I'm just going to open it.
If you are in, I think somebody's already mentioned it, if you are watching and enjoying this, do consider giving us a like, please. It really helps with YouTube and spreading the word and getting our down-to-earth veganism out there to more people. Paul's going straight in. Chopping the cheese.
Well,
chopping cheese.
It cuts nice.
Nice. Nice.
Let's get started on the tray. Steve 1989 MRE info. Love that guy.
We've gone down the rabbit hole with Steve 1989. Oh yes, positive shares. I think it's just going to have to be a regular fixture with all of our lives. So do share your positivity. We're going to dive in and try this cheese.
I'm in. Ooh, it takes a second for the flavour to come out. I think it takes your mouth temperature to kind of release it because this is straight from the fridge. But it has that nice sharp taste, doesn't it?
That's good.
We found this in our local Sainsbury's. Although if anybody's friends with Jason on Facebook, You will have seen his pictures from Sainsbury's in Tameside today, which has been our first experience of majorly empty shelves in supermarkets.
I mean, like I said to one of the people that commented that they were actually quite worried to see the photos, and because they were flying back on an emergency flight into England. And I felt a little bit bad. I kind of apologised. I said, I'm sorry, it genuinely isn't all doom and gloom. There is still plenty of stuff. You just got to get creative. Oh, okay. Well, test number 2.
This saves us going to the oven, doesn't it?
Yeah. It is madness, Leanne. It is. But we are being reassured by a lot of the supermarkets that they've got good systems in place in terms of, you know, getting restocking and that. So we just got to keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. And there seems to be a lot of really fantastic community spirit that has sprung up out of this. And I know Paul touched on that in his most recent kitchen vlog. But there does seem to be a real lot of community spirit that sprung up from this. Dare I say, kind of a miniaturised version of what we saw during the Second World War in terms of people looking out for each other. And it is a kind of war. We're fighting something that's terrible. What?
This is giving me a great idea for camping.
Cheese on toast while you're camping with a blowtorch.
Ladies and gentlemen, sort of cheese on toast. Sort of. Oh, I've ruined it.
So what we're looking at here obviously is the melt factor with the cheese.
I think it might melt a lot better. Let me just turn the sound off my phone because somebody sent me a message or something, didn't they?
I'm not sure. If we're missing any questions, by the way, it's because we're preoccupied with the cheese tasting. So do feel free to ask again if we've missed it.
Oh no, it has gone soft. Oh, it even goes a bit kind of spready.
Oh, okay, so it's definitely got a melt point.
Yes.
That's great. I want to do this.
Now, I'm not usually a fan of Violife by texture, not taste. This is slightly different than the other Violifes. It does seem more like the Applewood.
Oh, that's good.
It's very good.
It's got very similar consistency to the Applewood when it's melted.
If anybody's going to Sainsbury's soon for their essentials, well, number one, we would recommend first thing in the morning.
Well,
at the moment.
Not first thing, because a lot of the supermarkets now, sorry, mouthful, I do
Monday,
apologise.
Wednesday, Friday, 9 till 10, they're doing pensioners only, I think, which is wonderful. But so get there for 10 if you can. And if you do manage to get some of this, it's very nice. Very, very tasty cheese.
And different enough to the Applewood.
Is John Ross here? I haven't seen him. Tell him we've started watching it.
Lock and Key.
2 episodes in.
So, yes, Netflix recommendation of the month comes from John Ross to us. We're 2 episodes in, Lock and Key on Netflix. I'm sure some of you are watching it already or have already watched it, I don't know, but really impressed so far. So thank you, John, for the recommendation. That's lovely. That's really nice. Yeah.
You know what you should do, because you haven't for a while?
What?
You should get your guitar out.
Oh.
Party.
Yeah. Yes, would people like a little funky blues number?
Would you like a ditty?
A little bit of a musical interlude to whilst the Violife settles, perhaps. Bobby started watching it.
What?
I'm assuming Lock and Key.
Guys, if you get the chance to try this, definitely do. It's really good.
Oh, hells, Sense8, amazing. We smashed it. We smashed it. We loved it so much. It was absolutely fantastic.
Devastated when that ended.
Yeah, absolutely amazing series. But it's the Wachowskis, isn't it? So, what can you know? You're gonna get quality.
They're gonna sing us a song from us.
I'm not gonna sing a song. I'm gonna play some blues.
Can you play anything I can sing along to?
I'm not taking requests, Handsome Jack. I'm not at that stage just yet.
I'll step to the back of the stage.
Oh, right, so I'll go. I'll just grab my guitar now. What be a sec?
Oh, it's there, innit?
I'm here. I'm back. Oh, there's cheese everywhere.
You sound like it's a bad thing.
Okay. So, but the blues would have been a nice funky blues because we don't want down and dark blues. It's too down and dark as it is. Are you all right? Can you get in there? Real?
Can you play?
Yeah, I think
Right,
so.
Here.
Just about. I've just about got enough room. Actually, it would help if I just did.
Stabbing me with guitar.
There we go. How's that? Right.
Like an epidemic, gonna leave stuff on the shelves for other people. I'm not gonna live in fear, not with the sheeple. Gotta do my best for others, my sisters and my brothers. We'll get through this together, we're gonna go on forever.
There we go.
Oh, great! That
Musical,
Jess.
that was great.
Well-
Little bit of ad-libbing on the vocals there. Very nice. Oh, so there we go. A bit warm now. A bit warm in here.
Are you?
Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Oh, and let's. There we go. Just.
Oh, bless.
Thank you, Leanne.
Thank you, Leanne. Oh, I
Thanks.
feel like a proper busker.
Thank you for the good vibes, my darling.
Yeah, proper nice that. Thank you.
So, a couple of you, well, Hedge mainly mentioned this top. I found out tonight that it's actually, it would be new, very expensive. It's from a company called Pretty Green, but I got it £3 from charity shop.
Bargain.
Also for £3
Love it.
from the same charity shop. I got this beautiful little number, also £3. Look at it. Look at it glisten. She's like a mermaid. And look at the sequins. They're kind of like oblong, which I love. Spy wages.
My eye colour is probably is similar. Not quite as vivid, of course.
When am I wearing it?
He says Gemini will love that frock.
Yeah. And you know her big turquoise hairdo that she has sometimes as well. Imagine that with that, it'll go so well. Because that all falls on her shoulders so she can have bare shoulders. It won't matter none. Well, we do like to try and promote second-hand shops, charity shops, because number one, you're not buying something that's part of the constant manufacturing of this world, which, as we've just learned, is give that a break and air clears up. And canals in Venice, you can see the dolphins in there because the water's cleared up just from lack of tourism. So, you know, the more that we can all do, recycle, reuse, the better. I love second-hand shops. I love going in second-hand shops and finding a bargain that, you know, pre-loved. Somebody loved that dress once and maybe, you know, maybe she got pregnant. Maybe she put, I love the imagined backstory. Maybe she got pregnant and it was her first pregnancy and she kind of thought, you know what? Oh, thank you, Richard.
Oh, Richard, thank you so much for the super chat. That's massively appreciated. Bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Maybe she thought, I'm not going to wear that again. It's a little bit short and now I'm a mother. Not that I would have, if I'd have been a friend, I'd have been like, girl, you wear what you want, when you want, don't matter. But do you know what I mean? I like imagining that there's a backstory there and a happy one. That it was donated for a good reason, a happy reason.
Absolutely.
And now it gets to carry on living with Gemini and gets a whole second life.
Absolutely, yeah. And it is a cracking dress. It really is. Thank you, Limby, by the way. I'm glad the music brightened your day up. So yeah, thank you for the kind words. Yeah, Imran, less acid rain, cleaner environment. Maybe this is the reset for the earth.
Well, I actually mentioned all this. I posted a vlog earlier. It's been quite a vlog every day.
Oh, it's been a busy day.
But I did post a vlog earlier because I wanted to share some positivity. And
hi, Corey.
The kind of main theme of that was, you know, as horrible as this is, there's part of me recognising it as maybe it was needed.
Well,
because of what we're all having to do and because of what we're seeing happen because of that.
It's a hard thing to stomach. I even hesitate. I wince slightly at that even being expressed, if I'm 100% honest. But I think most of us would. But if we actually took a step back and really analysed it.
Well, like I say, it's not like I'm not in any way saying, oh, good. Not at all.
John is with us, by the way.
Because people are dying and that horrifies me.
Yeah.
But it's making everybody take a step back, take stock of their lives, take a look around, connect with people more. People are connecting with each other more.
I didn't know that. Stu, the library's open. Hi! Stu said a Japanese school held a graduation online using Minecraft this week, which is kind of ingenious.
That's amazing.
I love that.
Isn't it?
Love that.
If Lauren, Hedge Rider, remembers afterwards, I'm going to ask her to post the video of Big Bird riding a quad pulling a wheelie in Ireland.
It's great. It's a little bit similar to, like, you know, when you see these unfortunate places that have to deal with the flooding, the terrible flooding, and lots of people struggling and people helping each other and trying their best in a terrible situation, and then you see a guy coming around the corner being towed on a jet ski or something.
It's amazing.
Oh, Lindsay, thank you so much for the super chat.
Lindsay, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much.
Bless you. Yeah, it's quality stuff.
Karen doesn't believe it's anything more than flu. Oh, Karen, honestly. I've had a hard time with her this last couple of weeks.
I thought you were serious then for a second.
She's been downplaying everything.
I was looking for a Karen in the comments.
JJ Star asked me before how was my mum doing. She's fine. She went to some like discount shop today and picked me up quite a few vegan things. Bless her.
What a joke.
Yeah, she's fine. Went down to see her earlier. Always do when we're doing a live. I would normally go down about between 9 and 10, but I went down about 8. And yeah, she's fine. She's all well and good. I've asked her to please consider giving the bingo a skip for a few weeks, and she's like, it's my only social life. I'm not stopping living. And there's nothing you can. I would never like fall out with her over something like that, or even get angry at her, because it's like, she knows the risk she's taking.
Well, I'm taking the same risk with having to go into work.
You're being forced to go into work, though.
Yeah, well, you know, that's the situation as it stands currently. And when all said and done, we are being encouraged to socially isolate, of course. And there's a lot of parroting of information and there's a lot of talk about it, but I do understand why. If you're not symptomatic and you have to go out, then you've got to at least try to keep a reasonable distance from people. I think that's just smart. But yeah, I'm a little bit worried. My sister works in a nursery. I'm hoping that nursery's closed down, same as the schools, from Friday this week, because my sister lives with my mum and dad and they're both elderly as well. So yeah, I think it's just playing it safe.
I just think it's scary that because they're the most people at risk. To be honest with you, the place where me and Stuart used to work, Age UK Tameside, they closed today. Closed their doors today. I kind of thought they should have done it a bit sooner, because when people are eating lunch there and breakfast in the morning, they are this close to each other, 4 around a table, you know, and they're all vulnerable adults, many of them over 80. So yeah, those are the people we've got to watch out for at the moment. But saying that, you know, it's anyway, let's not turn this into a virus party. We all know what's going on out there. We're all washing our hands more. Give your friends a phone call. Set up a WhatsApp group. You know, chat. And it's been lovely chatting with our mods.
Yeah.
Today, and with Stuart this morning on the phone. The library is open.
I might even, there's a possibility I might even end up teaching one of my students next week, Alan, over Facebook, doing Facebook video. So the last thing I'll say on the whole virus thing is I'll say a thank you to John Ross for adequately protecting himself and us by wearing a PVC bodysuit this evening. So it's greatly appreciated. That,
oh, Leanne, I totally get you about not giving up your running. I'm going to go walking, but I think that's reasonably safe because you're not in
close proximity.
That's just the thing. That's the only thing that concerns me about the bingo. They're sat back to back. Do you know, there'll be somebody sat right behind us, somebody sat facing her. The boards, all the people that have played on the board before you. You know, it just, it just concerns me a little bit. But mum's mum, and I respect her right to do what she wants. And I shall be there for
her. Yeah, we'll see. The comments, I've seen a few things myself, various stories, but I'm just, you know, I try and find trusted sources. The top couple of people have mentioned that there's some quite positive whispers about a cure, you know, a vaccine.
A vaccine.
So, but I think we've got to wait and see and not not get our hopes up too much, because
Yeah.
finding a vaccine is one thing, rolling a vaccine out on a global level is another thing entirely. So let's see. Anyway, on a brighter note, you know, we've got the weekend coming up. We're not restricted from going outdoors, like we've just been saying. So you can get out, go for a walk. Just, you know, be careful around other people. Don't get too close if you can avoid it. And like Paul said in his vlog today, let's look out for each other and try and stay as positive as we can.
Well, I'm even being careful with my mum, not necessarily because I'm scared I'll get it off her. Both ways.
Yeah.
So when I go in her house now, I stand near the kitchen door, still chat to her and everything, but I always, and if she comes walking in the kitchen, I go walking to the back door. I like to keep a couple of meters between us, because she's older and she's vulnerable, and I don't want to, because you can carry it for 2 weeks before you show symptoms.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, and I don't want to pass anything on to her.
Onwards and upwards.
I've got you coming home from work every day, so I don't know if you're bringing it. It's, you know what I mean?
Onwards and upwards. There's positives within the media, there's negatives within the media.
It's a very strange time to be alive right now. It's very peculiar, I'm sure, for everybody. And I can't even imagine how younger people are feeling about it.
Yeah.
And in particular kids. Because they'll be being kept indoors, won't they? Schools are closing on Friday.
Yeah.
So major changes for this country. By the way, the drag brunch that was set for April the 12th for Hat Revolution has been postponed. We're not sure what the next date will be. Obviously, we're all riding the same wave, and when it crests, we'll know. But yeah, it will be in the future for sure. It just won't be on April the 12th.
Yeah. So obviously this is on a lot of people's minds, and it would be remiss of us to kind of brush it under the carpet and move on. And I know we've both said you've got to see the positives. We've got to find the positives, look for them, be exposed to them through social media. If you're seeing a lot of negative stuff, you have to actively pursue the positive stuff sometimes as well. And Kat has just mentioned the school I work at is closing, and I'm worried I'll have more time to worry about all this and the madness of a cruel non-vegan world. Any words that could help would be much appreciated. Overwhelmed.
Kat, I'm exactly the same, my darling. We just have to focus on those things around us. So you've got your daughter, and you've got her fabulous recent achievement, and that's a great thing.
Focusing on that.
And
yeah.
so let's focus on that, and let's focus on the fact that you'll be spending more time with her, and so there's some real good chance there for. I'm sure you're incredibly bonded anyway, but you know, to know each other better. I've been married to this man for 20 plus years, man and boy, parents.
40 years, man and boy. Sorry about that.
And we still learn about each other. You know, don't we?
Absolutely.
We still learn things about each other, and we change and evolve and learn new things about each other. Share random stories that we've just kind of missed sharing, or something triggers a memory and we're like, oh God, you know, I remember this and I don't know if I've ever shared this. I think connecting with those people that are most important to us is really important now. Being there for each other, you know, looking out for each other, learning about each other, connecting with each other, be that if your family, obviously face to face, or just through little random Skype chats. You know, do what Bobby does. If you watch a beautiful video on YouTube and you think it might cheer somebody up, send them the link in WhatsApp. Bobby did that with a beautiful cat rescue video a couple of days ago. Actually, I only got around to watching it today, and then all morning I was cat rescue videos, and it just, you know, took my mind off things for a bit.
Tied into that, I think, you know, encapsulating what Paul's just said, which I often like to do. I like to nutshell things. Don't feel guilty about your escapism, and whatever escapism it is that works for you. So Yes, there's times when you want to dip into what's going on and feel informed. Better to know than not to know, that kind of thing. But equally, don't feel guilty for tuning out when you need to tune out and find your escapism. Be that mindfulness, focusing on something else, be it nature, be it cooking, colouring in, reading a book. For me, it would probably be like playing a video game or watching a film or music. But don't feel bad for tuning out when you need to as well.
God, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I tune out a lot. When Jason's at work, and particularly right now, it's like all today I was waiting to hear back from him after he'd spoken to HR to see if he could work from home. And so my distraction was YouTube and cat videos, you know.
Hells, I was just going to pick up on Hell's Bell said, one positive is that I've been doing at least 5 minutes on my exercise bike since Paul's vlog the other day. Gotta love a smart goal.
The smart goals are fabulous, aren't they? Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic and timely.
Can I give our wonderful 105 viewers an extra little tidbit that links in specifically with smart goals? So I'm going to drop this. Is
that a bombshell?
It's a bomb. This is a bomb, and I've used this for 15 years in the NHS and working for a mental health charity. Your smart goals lead to success. Your success leads to motivation. And it goes round in a circle just like that. Smart goals lead to success. Success leads to motivation. Your motivation is replenished. You set more smart goals. You continue to succeed. In theory. There you go.
Accentuate positive, eliminate the negative, so don't black with the story in between.
I like it.
Like it, Bev.
Like it, Bev. Nice.
Oh, it's gone bananas. If we do that.
It's always bananas.
How far has it gone? Quite far. There we go.
Everyone's on the same page. You're all on the same page, absolutely. And that's kind of reassuring in itself.
This will dry your skin. Good point, Corey. And I've noticed that my fingers, my forefingers on the outside here, are suddenly very dry. So I've started. In fact, pass me the stuff, Jason.
This?
Yeah, this is what me and Stuart have been using for our makeup. Body butter, blended with argan oil.
Oh, Kat, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you.
Thank you, Kat, my darling.
Bless you.
It's from, I think this was for, it was from Aldi. And it's marked vegan, and it was £2 in the sale, and it's what my asthma. Oh, what we're doing? It's what my asthma and Gemini have been using to take off their makeup. So there you go.
Bobby, yes, I can, of course, repeat it again. This all basically stems from many years ago when I worked in the NHS, early days of my career in the NHS. I became kind of a bit of a self-care pioneer. We were rolling out self-care programs locally and helping people to understand what self-care was all about. And the question I got asked countless times, because most of us have this information in our heads. We know what we should be doing. It's often motivation, and many people ask me, how do I increase my motivation? Where do I get motivation from? Oh, if only the NHS could prescribe motivation in a pill. Smart goals lead to success in your life because you're setting yourself realistic goals that you can achieve. Smart goals lead to success. Success leads to motivation. Because when you succeed at something, when you cross the finish line, you get that swelling of success. And for anybody out there that's ever done a training course and you go through a really good training session and you come out the other end of it and you feel really achieved and you're kind of thinking, I want to carry on, I want to do more. That's the basic principle.
Right, so we've missed a couple of conversations about eye cream.
Eye cream?
Yes, I would also like to recommend Superdrug's eye cream. It's very good, smart, vegan and cruelty free. And it's got like a metal flat top with a tiny hole in it where you squeeze the eye gel onto the metal bit and the metal's cold and then you can do that under your eyes.
Oh, yeah.
It's really good stuff. It's about £5. Might have been about £6. Apparently, Primark have just been given some kind of vegan approval for clothing and cosmetics. Read that very recently.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. Yep, so it's kind of fabulous. I like that a lot.
That is cool.
And as soon as we get back to some sense of normality.
Oh, Bev.
Oh,
bless you.
a nice bun for tea and let her know she's loved. She knows she's loved, Bev, and I always give her your love. But yeah, she knows very much she's loved. Do you know she refused to take my money today? This is all because she asked me to get her some £1 loaf tin liners. She couldn't find them anywhere. So I bought her a box of 40, well, a pack of 40 off Amazon. They're only a £5, and then that's why I took them down. She was like, how much do you want for these? I said, I don't want anything for them, Mum. It's like, it's some cake tin liners, you know, just accept a gift now and again. So when I went down today...
That's for John. Cheers, John.
So when I went down today, and she got me all this stuff, I said, how much do I owe you? Oh, don't be daft, you're always giving me things. What was that for? Why was scratching your chin at John?
John said, Paul, you don't need eye cream. Jason, though. Awful.
He's got lovely skin and lovely eyes.
Awful.
Look at these bags. I could do shopping for local pensioners and not need anything in my hands.
I tell you what, when you spend 30 years burning the candle at both ends, you know, it's going to catch up with you eventually.
Of course it is.
That's all I can say on that. That's all I'm going to say on that.
John, don't let me jangle my keys.
Oh dear. It's good. I'm just going to scroll back up just to make sure we've not missed anything significant.
Oh yes, Jill, that's what we're hoping to review at some point in the very near future, is the Primark beauty products.
Well, I won't be reviewing it.
No, but I think Gemini and Miasma will. They do like to review stuff and, you know, talk about things. And yeah, anything that's vegan, I'm all good there, mate.
I'd just like to pick up on Hedge saying about how she's awesome company and that she loves me time. Watched your latest vlog and totally get it. Totally get it. I think where you are, I've said to Paul when we watched it, we were just like, yeah, I'd be happy to just camp in your back garden. I'd be camping in the corner of your allotment for a weekend, and I'd be well
not
happy.
In the corner, there's stuff in all the corners. It'd have to be in the middle on the grass bit when
yeah,
when it grows.
Yeah.
Or just outside the fence in that great big field. Farmer won't mind.
He might mind.
2 gates in his
He
eye.
might shoot us.
We'd bring no.
They're allowed to shoot you farmers if you go on their land.
They'd be
Trespassing. Yes, actually, thank you, John, for mentioning that because it's prompted me. Thank you to our wonderful mods, as always, this evening, because it would be a shit shower without them. And I rarely swear on live videos, but it would, and we're massively appreciative. So,
I tried to have a spare bed, fellas.
Hey, excellent.
When the world goes back to normal, we'll hold you to that. You've told us now.
We will. We'll help you out though. We'll earn our keep. We'll do some digging on flotment.
Some weeding.
Yeah, weeding or digging or something, you know, planting, sowing.
So has anybody got any questions at all? We always like to ask because you never know. And it's always nice to answer. Oh, I see we've had one dislike. Even in the middle of a pandemic, somebody's that hurt that they must try and pass it on to someone else.
Awful, really.
Whoever you were or are, I wish I could give you a hug and just say, it's okay. You don't have to be angry. I know somebody hurt you. It's not your fault.
Yeah, Corey.
It's not your fault.
Corey just said, 109 watching, 96 likes. Give us a like, it's massively appreciated. And it genuinely really does help in terms of getting us out there in the YouTube land. Definitely. So thank you. That would be appreciated. And thank you to Corey for reminding us and reminding you.
You can, head rider, you can fettle my courgettes. That sounded just like a Mrs. Slocum line.
Love it. Love it.
70s 70s sitcom humour.
Charlotte, I think that would be hilarious, but I think that might be a Vegan Queens one. Can you please do a video on homemade vegan face masks?
Yeah.
Face mask and a wig?
Actually.
I might join in, actually.
Probably, yeah, actually, at some point. I need to do a bit of research on that. But yeah, that'd be a really, really good idea there, Charlotte.
Like that one.
Nice one, darling.
Really like that one. Nicola, yeah, who knows? Who knows? It's
Nicola,
sadder.
we have a few. It's not. I don't want to call them anything other than hurt.
Well,
I think they're hurt.
Each to their own.
I think anyone who wants to hurt other people is really hurting themselves and doesn't know how to deal with it. And so they try to pass it on rather than deal with it. And I'll take a bit of that. I don't mind. I'd rather carry it for you than you carry it if it's hurting you that much.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Just, you know.
Which is why I said I'd like to meet them and give them a hug and say,
yeah.
Are you okay?
When we've got this virus out of the way.
Who hurt you? Where are they?
Hugs all round. Massive, massive community hugs. Like 100 people on a road, all hugging in a line and bouncing and dancing. Something like that.
Jason would suit a face mask.
True that.
That's John again.
It's true, John. He's got it in for me tonight, John. He's got it in for me tonight. Even after my nice guitar playing as well. I'll remember this, John. I'll remember this, and when I meet you, we'll have some words and perhaps a pint, and we'll put all this behind us and forget about it and talk of fine
nailed
times.
It. Hurt people, hurt people. It's true.
True that. It is absolutely true.
I've tried to.
Yeah.
But it doesn't hurt me. It just makes me aware that there's someone hurt out there, and I feel bad for them. And just want to say, you know, whoever hurt you, I don't like that person.
There we go. 106 watching, 107 likes. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. It means a lot. It really does. I love how this community has grown, especially sort of since January of this year. It's been wonderful, and seeing all the lovely people that get involved with our live streams and with our other social media and everything. It's absolutely brilliant. We have got some really cool stuff coming up. So I can promise you that we've got some really great,
we really have.
Exciting, varied stuff. So we've got taste tests coming up. A couple of those in the pipeline already. We have got a duet coming up. I'm going to say no more on that at all, but that's coming up soon as well. And no doubt a couple of recipes, and hopefully the Vegan Queens will be back together at some point fairly soon. Yeah,
we'll get back on the ball with Frock the Fortnight, although the next episode might be Frock the Last 2 months. Do you know what I mean? You never know. Roku just asked, could you do a drag performance for us if I get too stir crazy? We would love to. However, we keep getting copyright strikes. When we've uploaded all our snippets from live performances, even though we buy the backing tracks, and so they're, because somebody else wrote the music that the backing track is of, they then claim the copyright on it, and it basically says you can not monetize your video is being monetized by the other party, and so you have no say, and it's a bit weird.
Oh, Denise, thank you.
Thank you, Denise.
Thank you.
Super chat.
Love that.
And your little, what's that, little baby?
Oh, the legs, they got a kicking leg as well. Love that. Excellent. Yeah, Corey, good shout about the checking out local libraries, those that are offering ebooks for people, seeing as many people will be looking for things to read. Absolutely. I think we're going to see a spike in like people watching more YouTube, people just kind of, you know, maybe having the time to sit and watch a film that they've not seen for years and rewatch a film and be reminded of how amazing it was and how it impacted them. You know, How many people these days, don't necessarily make the time to just sit down and listen to a full album from beginning to end with no distractions, not driving in the car, not on a treadmill at the gym, just sit with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and listen to an album from beginning to end. So yeah, all of that. Nice one, Corey.
Yeah, it would be nice if people actually read some books. I'm going to get in, I said in my previous vlog that I uploaded earlier today, if you haven't seen it, guys, have a look at it after this. I'm going to seek down the author of The Universe Doesn't Give a Flying Fuck About You and ask him if he's okay with me reading it out in a vlog because I'd like to do that. But somebody asked me earlier as well if I would read out more poetry, and
Charlotte, bless you.
Charlotte, thank you, darling.
Thank you
for that little dancing
Thank you so much, Charlotte. Really appreciate that. Bless you.
She's gone to bed, Richard.
Yeah, she's in bed. She might make an appearance.
Isis, darling, Isis. What's that the tune to?
Gremlins.
Oh,
Mogwai.
yeah.
Abigail says, I can't wait for this uni term to end so that I can chill out with some games and a movie. Absolutely, yeah. I think a lot of people who are in education as well, I think it was, I don't know whether it was you, Abigail, or it was somebody else who mentioned about kind of exams coming up and stuff and what was going to happen with all that. I think what we're seeing across Europe, in America, and here in the UK, when I was watching the update from number 10 when I got home from work earlier on, I thought about this. Everything is being shuffled. Everything is being shuffled. So people who are in trouble, who potentially are in financial trouble with their rent, they're being given 3-month breathing space. Small to medium businesses are going to be able to get grants to help them out. Education, people who have got exams coming up, those exams are going to get shuffled so that they may have to happen 3 months from now, but those young people will still get to achieve what they're setting out to achieve and get that stuff done, or at least that's what we're being told and being reassured. So I would hope that that is the case.
Can everyone who's on the live chat at the moment just put your fingers in your ears for a second? Imran! Get up! You lazy bugger! He's falling asleep. He's snoring.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he's entitled to do that, to be fair.
He's left his poor wife.
He might have had a really long day. I've had a long day. Kelly, thank you.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for the super chat.
Is that hot chocolate?
Or coffee. Either way, I'm in there.
Coffee.
So...
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. Appreciate it. Massively.
my apologies, Denise. I had to help poor Leanne.
Brilliant.
He must have heard that. I was rather loud. Why don't you play another tune, one of your tunes? You don't have to sing, but maybe play one of your...
I'll play something else, and then maybe a few more questions, and then wrap things up.
Yeah.
Because I've got work tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah. And we might watch another episode of Lock and Key.
Definitely going to watch another episode of Lock and Key. Absolutely, definitely. I love that show.
Love it. Let me have a think for a second.
Oh, and also, if people are looking for things to watch on Netflix, if you don't fancy Lock and Key, you could maybe try I Am Not Okay With This. It's very good.
This is only going to be a quick one. This is going to be a quick one, and it's a sneak peek. I don't do this very often, but this is the way that I write songs normally, without kind of boring you with too much of the process and the details. 90% of the time, I will come up with something on the guitar and then think about melody and lyrics. So this is a riff on the guitar that I've been working on for a while that is now in my head, deemed suitable and good enough to warrant turning into a song, if that makes sense. So there you go. Here it is. I don't know what it's going to be called. I haven't got any lyrics for it yet.
Is this the one you've sent? No.
No. That's the duet. That's a different one.
Right.
Yeah. And so on and so forth.
I came up. You need to play that. Oh, thank you, Leanne. You need to play that one night when we're just chilled out in the front room because I had a right good melody then in my head.
Good, because I've got a melody for the chorus.
Right.
So if you've got a melody for the verse, then we're quids in.
Cool.
So there you go.
So that might be a Paul
Thank you,
and Jason collaboration at some point in the future. You never know.
Quite precious about my music.
You never know when the nibbles will bite. Sorry about that.
Cheers, Imran. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Oh, Nikki, what do you play? Also guitars or other things? Wind instruments, perhaps.
Thanks, Bobby.
Or keys. Hello, Blissfully Emma. You inspired me the other day, Blissfully Emma, showing your lovely storage jars in your kitchen on Instagram. Made me show my recycled ones, which are all me Sainsbury's olive jars and curry sauce jars that have now got oats and hemp seeds and sunflower seeds in, because they're £1 in Poundland for just a jar, and they're not really that big. 80p for a jar of curry sauce, reasonably healthy from Sainsbury's, all green.
Pretty awesome.
Use the curry sauce, wash the jar, 80p. Somewhere put my black sesame seeds.
Kelly, it's a relatively new thing, believe it or not. I think that in us doing more together that's creative in terms of the YouTube channel, I think that's quite organically and naturally. Night Lindsay, thank you for joining us as always. Yeah, Kelly, I think that's organically kind of lending itself to me being a little bit more open with that songwriting creative process, because I've been quite closed around that for many years.
Oh, John. John. You know, you remind me of a mix between Les Dawson and Kenny Everett.
Brilliant.
You look more like Kenny Everett, but you've got the humour of Les Dawson.
I love it. Thank you, John. Bless you.
Thank you, John, for the super chat.
Amazing. Love it. Yeah, Kelly was saying she loves how we work together on Musically. I was like, it's a relatively new thing, isn't it? But I think it's nice. So yeah,
I have to do that now. He's paid me. He's paid me £5.
Yeah.
What song can I sing? Can you do the Turn Around Bright Eyes bit?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Depends on what key you're starting, but if you want to do that,
Well,
yeah.
You start with that.
Okay. Turn around, bright eyes.
Every now and then I fall
Turn
apart.
around, bright eyes.
Every now and then I fall apart. And I need you now tonight.
And I need you.
And I need you more than ever. And if you'll only hold me tight, we'll be holding on forever. Cause we'll only be making it right. And we'll never be wrong. Together we can take it to the end of the line. Your love is like a shadow on me all of the time.
All of the time.
I don't know what to do. I'm always in the dark, living on sandwiches and giving off sparks. Those last two lines weren't the words. Living off sandwiches and giving off sparks. We have fun.
Oh dear me. The boys will be cock-a-hoop, John says. Oh, thank you, Leanne.
Thank you, Leanne.
Leanne tonight is like the equivalent of somebody that just stands next to a bookstore in
Leanne.
town, just throwing.
No, Leanne has basically what she's done is she's come out of work at lunchtime. She's chucked us a bit of money for the first song. Then she's gone in Max and Sparks and got herself a nice sandwich. Changed from sandwich. Oh, I'll give it them gays again.
Yeah. You know what? If things get really bad, we might just end up standing on a street corner singing Bonnie Tyler songs.
Oh, well, be up
for
for
money.
that.
You know. Oh, Crystal, thank
Be
you.
up for singing out, me.
Oh, London Vegans in the house.
Oh, where?
Nikki said hi, London Vegans, but I didn't. Oh, yeah. In fine voice. Bless you.
Ah, hello. Hello, London Vegans. London Vegans, our pals there, have had a terrible time down there.
Carnage.
Oh, they've been flooded. Their entire apartment, they've had to stay with gays in London. And they're not gays. They're not gays.
Second glass of red wine.
I know, I'm just in a fun mood.
I know.
You know, I'm trying to kind of, this is nice.
Yes, you've got to make light of these things as best you can.
Absolutely.
But Phil has been through the mill.
Yeah, so they've had a bit of time off vlogging, but they're going to be coming back very soon with lots of vlogs. In fact, there's been some recent ones, so please get on there.
Thank you,
Thank
John.
you, John.
Bless you. And we shall as well. We shall, most definitely.
Yes, London Vegans, actually, if you look in our, I think I've moved it now into the, there's a very short playlist called Collaborations and Shoutouts. And the recipe video that we did in conjunction with London Vegans, where they did, because they're down south, they did tater ash, and we did, because we're up north, we did meat pie, mash and parsley liquor, all completely vegan, and it was lovely. So our video links to theirs, their video links to ours. We're probably going to be doing some more collaborative work sometime this year, and we've still got the dessert course, because it was a competition. We won, of course.
Smashed it. Smashed it out of the park. Now, to be fair, you guys were awesome as well. I think it was a bloody close call on that one. Up north, Charlotte. Up north.
What wine are you drinking? Echo, what's it called?
Penguin Sands Shiraz.
Penguin Sands from Sainsbury's. £3.70 a bottle.
No, it's a bit more than that. I think it's $3.89 now, isn't it?
Has it gone up?
I think it's gone up
less
a little
than
bit.
£4.
Yeah. It's not quite as good as the Toro Loco from Aldi, which is a similar price.
That one's gorgeous. That one's really nice.
Bobby, love Northerners, me. Nice. Before I forget as well, I'm going to actually ask for a shout out. I'm asking everybody that's watching now, 89 watching now. Some of you will have already seen it, but we put out on Monday afternoon a little 2.5 minute video.
Yeah.
That's like a really subtle. It's not really designed to be a subtle vegan advert. It's just a heartfelt 2.5 minute video that we put together. Paul's done some really, really lovely narration on it. When we wrap things up after the live stream tonight, I would really love it if as many of you as possible could just go in and watch the 2.5 minute video.
Yeah, if anything, we don't ask for subscriptions, we don't share social media, we don't show merch links on it. It's just a standard. It doesn't start with our intro, it does end with our outro card, but not with us on it.
It's different.
Just with it is very different, and it is something very close to our hearts.
Thank you, Leanne and Jill. Thank you.
London Vegans. I'm sure we could work out a Skype collab, but now I know how to record the screen you're looking at.
Yeah.
You just use that Windows G.
Yeah.
And that thing comes up, and you can record that, and it'll save as a video.
Yeah. JJ, no, we didn't. I heard there was, I think Kaz on Facebook shared it. I think there was a vegan couple. There was a couple on that were cooking vegan, or they were vegan.
Mrs. Green.
Mrs. Green.
Yeah. Lesbian couple.
Right.
We actually watched their video after camp out.
Ah, right.
One of
okay.
them's got curly hair and glasses.
Yeah.
And the other one's quite a mask.
Cool.
Lesbian. Short hair.
Right.
You know, quite masculine. Look like a lovely couple.
Nice one, Phil.
But yeah, haven't seen the episode yet.
Thank you, Lisa. Yeah. We honestly, we're really proud of it. The little 2.5 minute video, and lots of people who have watched it have said that it was just really nice to watch. It made them feel kind of, you know, it made them feel nice. It's nice imagery, and if you can share it,
yeah, that would be awesome. I mean, it was basically based on a thought that, like we all do as vegans, we go through kind of different scenarios in our head when we're questioning ourselves about why people don't make the switch. And Jason, do you want to tell the little kind of story about what made you write that meme?
Yeah, well, I mean, the concept of it is, I feel, is there is no argument against it, which is, if you were...
Oh, Angie, night. I'll see you soon, sweetheart. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, the basic concept is, if you was walking down a country lane or driving or riding down a country lane and you saw an animal stuck or trapped in a fence, a wire fence, any kind of scenario, and you realised in that moment you could help that animal, 99.999% of people would do that. They would help that animal.
Regardless of whether it was a sheep, a cow, a pig, a horse.
A duck. Anything.
If it was stuck and they could help it, they would.
We've seen firefighters giving squirrels the kiss of life.
And kittens.
And kittens. But kittens, I mean, that's where that's part of the problem, isn't it? Is that we differentiate the speciesism thing. So without getting too deep about it, we do that, but then unfortunately a large percentage of the population will go home and eat a lamb's leg, a chicken's wing, and they don't make the connection. They don't. So that's where the inspiration came from for the 2.5 minute short film. And hopefully we'll do more stuff like that in the future. Just
we definitely will.
Spits and spats
We
here
want
and there.
to, yeah, it's all about doing those little videos that are accessible, that people will watch because they're short, but they have a very important message. And yeah, you know, that's really important. So, Mantamets, tucking into strawberry and vanilla, can't believe it's HB, Karen. Have you got the Morrison's ice cream, Mantamets? It's good stuff, isn't it?
It's good.
We had the chocolate one the other night.
That was what had all the cacao in it.
I could have murdered my husband.
Cacao!
He just kept saying it. It just really tastes strong of cacao. There's a lot of cacao.
It's very cacao-y.
It's very cacao. And it was.
For 80p, you know what? It's alright. But it's no Ben & Jerry's. You know, it's not going to compete. But then, how are they going to compete? It's a little bit... The Morrison's ice cream is a little bit like the Aldi Magnums. And those who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
Jenny, I hope so. I really do hope so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Featherstar, have you got nothing at all to eat? Are you going to have to do a shopping trip tomorrow? The flip-flops come apart again.
See, this is why we always, at the very least, have the cheap 40p instant noodles in the cupboard.
Well, I know we're very lucky though, because we did a lot of January. It's only March, don't forget. We did a lot of January and February shopping vlogs.
Yeah.
To try and help people. And it's just struck lucky for us
That was stocked.
We did them to help people find what was available in their local supermarkets if they were doing Veganuary. And we've ended up with a really well stocked freezer. So we're still having to top up, you know, vegetables and things, aren't we, and fruit and stuff, but for the most part we're all right.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't need to apologise, John, don't worry, no judgment here. That's, you know, life deals nasty blows sometimes, and you know, we share the positives and the negatives around here. No, John was just sharing.
It wasn't a downer, it was a slice of reality, and it's, you know, although we are saturated with a very strange reality at the moment, it's we need to keep grounded as well, and because it's suddenly a very strange world.
Yeah.
As in, we can't do what we want, we can't see who we want, we can't, well, we can if we want to risk ourselves and others, we can jump on a bus and go and do whatever, but you know, many of us are being cautious, so yeah.
Hells says, and I firmly agree with Hells here, more stuffing us faces videos.
Yes.
That's going to brighten up anyone's day, isn't it? Us stuffing our faces, and hopefully you stuffing your face along with us. That's just the best, isn't it? In difficult times.
Oh, thank you to everyone who said that our videos make you smile or make you feel better. That means a lot to us, and they do us as well.
Yeah.
So it's a reciprocal thing.
Yes.
And you don't have to thank us for it, because you being here and spending time with us, it gives us just as much joy as you tell us it gives you.
Absolutely.
So, thank you, all of you. It's very important.
It really is, and this is what I was saying earlier on in the live chat about it genuinely feels like a community, and we don't really ever want to lose that. So even as the channel grows and develops, we really are going to try. Well, number one, there isn't really it's not a case of us trying. We will still always do the down-to-earth veganism. We are as down-to-earth as it can be, and really real, and we'll always keep the channel that way. Our lights might get a little bit better, some of our filming might get a little bit better, but we'll always be us.
And our blouses will always be fabulous, and usually second hand. The head rider was just asking, Stuart was talking about nipples and extra ones. Head rider, my asthma has got 14 nubbins, all on the left breast.
6 we've never seen. Tom, thank you for joining us. We're actually rather gently starting to wrap things up, I think, because it is getting on a little bit. But thank you for joining us.
Oh, it's been scary in Bath where Tom is.
Go down.
Yeah. Like I say, if anyone saw the pictures that Jason shared on Facebook earlier of Sainsbury's in Ashton.
Yeah. Well, like I said...
Here you go, John.
Like I said earlier on in the video, it is a bit scary out there, and Sainsbury's was smashed earlier on, but the shelves are not completely empty. You can get out there, you can get creative, and I think, to be honest, of all the people all over the world, surely...
Good night, Beverly.
Night, Beverly. Surely the people who can get the most creative are vegans.
14 nubbins, all of them tries the ball.
That's why I nearly spat my wine out before when I read that. Yeah, I think we are going to very soon wrap up and go and chill and watch another episode of Lock and Key. It has been fabulous to be on here this evening with you lovely people.
Roxanne, it would be Jason's page, Jason Bromley, on Facebook. You should have shared that to the... You could actually share your post to those vegan guys' page as well. You know, your pictures of Sainsbury's.
Oh, yeah.
Just so people know that I've posted quite positive stuff, because thus, up until this point, all that was missing from our Oldham Sainsbury's was bread and hand sanitizer and pasta. And toilet roll. Pretty much everything else was there, wasn't it? But it's got a bit scary today, even the vegan freezer.
Beverly, call the dentist is probably the best bet, I reckon. I would imagine that they probably it's kind of essential treatments only, but then dentists wear masks, so who knows? It's a good question. I'd call the dentist and double check. But yeah, we plan to do our best to enjoy the rest of our evening and the rest of our week. Please look out for each other out there. I know most, if not all, are doing all they can, which is amazing.
Moisturise those nubbins, people.
Yeah, get those nubbins moisturised, good and proper.
Oh, there's 2 people dislike the video now. That's mean there's 2 hurt people. I hope they find each other and hug.
Yeah, it's a sad time,
At
isn't
least emotionally hug.
it? Yeah.
But just kind of do this while you're looking at each other. That's the way to do a hug at the moment. I'm hugging you all. This is from me. We love you loads. Oh.
I want to get one nubbin out. Hedge Rider said get your nubbin out. There you go.
I can't believe we're showing breasts.
Turn those downward thumbs the other way around.
On this channel.
Nubbins for all.
Actual breasts.
Nubbins for all. Sorry about that. Free the nipple.
Yay! I'm going to show my nubbin too. Mine's bejeweled. Do you see? Mine's actually bejeweled. In fact, mine are both bejeweled. I've got bejeweled paps.
Should we end it on that, really? We should end it on that.
Me and Stuart had them pierced at the same time. One when we were sober, one when we were drunk. Oh.
Yeah, John.
There's a big difference between that kind of stuff, let me tell you. Right. We're going to bring it to a close. We're going to go and watch episode 3 of
Lock and Key.
She's just turned back up, hasn't she? Shadow.
She's an idiot.
She's got right on my nerves.
She's got an attitude problem.
Can we please give a round of applause to our fantastic moderators, Bobby, Kelly's Simple Life. Oh, Kelly Cockcroft on here. Kelly's Simple Life on Instagram. Bobby, Bohemian Bee, Bobby Baz1 on Twitter, and the lovely Hedge Rider, whose main channel is Brain Girl, and she lives in the most beautiful part of Ireland and does gardening vlogs. So a round of applause for them 3 ladies. Thank you so much for looking after our chat tonight. Thank you to everybody for the super chats. Thank you for just coming, spending some time with us, letting us have a laugh, letting us, you know, have a chat.
All of that.
Hearing from you all, listening
Sharing.
to Jason singing, the whole kit.
Playing guitar, no singing, but yeah, they know. They know.
I sang.
Oh yeah, of course you did.
I sang.
Might have to go back and look at those lyrics that you came up with. Just for a laugh. Anyway, good night, everyone.
Do you want to...
I'll do that and you do your final farewell.
Oh, in fact, Jay, just come here.
Okay.
We'll just change the view for a second, and then I'll just reach my hand round. Right.
Reach your hand round!
Reach around? Ooh! Who don't like a reach around,
He
Karen?
didn't need that.
No.
Didn't
There.
need that.
There we go.
So,
There. Love you, mister.
love you.
Love you all. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you very, very soon. Till then, please, please be excellent to yourselves and each other. Bye, loves. Bye, my loves, now. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.